Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. And what is a strategic and fascinating turn in regards to the crypto space right now. Chris Larsen, Ripple co-founder and executive chairman, has endorsed Kamala Harris for president. A lot of people are very upset, pointing to the fact that Gary Gensler is under this current administration right now and has been very hostile to crypto. And let's extrapolate a little bit very quickly, guys. We have a candidate in Trump that has said he wants to make a Bitcoin reserve, is over here flipping NFTs, and is very pro-crypto. However, Jay Clayton was under his administration, and they were the ones that sued Ripple. In the meantime, Gary Gensler has been hostile towards crypto, hostile towards Ripple, hostile towards exchanges, all of them except FTX, and he was pen pals with Sam Bankman-Fried, if you all forgotten. Kamala Harris, in my opinion, has shown no signs of her being more friendly towards crypto, so why the endorsement from Chris Larsen? Ladies and gentlemen, I've said before and I'll say again, Ripple is in bed with the system. We live under a uniparty, two sides of the same coin. Now the illusion is stronger because people believe in one side over the other so radically. Ripple is not playing these political games. Ripple got sued because it was time for them to get sued. But regardless of whether we get Trump in office being a quote pro-crypto president or Kamala in office, XRP is part of the longer term plan, and that's what I want to point to. When big power games and big power chess moves are being made, you just need to watch, sit back, and appreciate the strategy. Now, that being said, as that's going on here in America, the XRP community had a massive event in Japan where Garlinghouse hosted. And I want you all to take a listen to this introductory speech as 2024 is ramping up to be the best year XRP has ever seen.
Hello, Tokyo. It is great to be here in Tokyo. It's great to have a full house. We have been on the road this week, but it's certainly been an exciting week. It really is an honor to be here. So many of the people in this room are what makes the heart and soul of the XRP community. We've got developers, we have holders, we have those who are passionate about the regulation. But more than anything, this community has been one of the largest and longest standing of the entire globe in terms of leading into the XRP ledger and XRP more broadly. So we wouldn't be here without you. The XRP ledger wouldn't be the same without all of you. So thank you very, very much. So I'm going to be handing over the microphone in a minute or two to a man who certainly needs no introduction, David Schwartz, which I'm excited to hear what he is going to share with you. We're also going to hear from key executives from SBI. And SBI, as I think many of you know, has been one of the longest standing supporters here in Japan of Ripple and certainly what's going on in the XRP community. We're going to hear from Grid Labs, as well as a number of other key developers, kind of long-term advocates. So super excited that everyone is here together and we can learn from each other. And certainly, I'm sure that I'm going to learn something. All of you truly have been instrumental to where we have gotten today, and your work has not gone unnoticed by me and I think many of the people in this room. Later on today, Monica Long, the president of Ripple, and Eric Van Miltenberg, senior vice president at Ripple, we will take the stage and do kind of a fireside chat and talk about some of the history of Ripple and how we got here. All right. With that, I am going to step off the stage. I'm looking forward to being back up here later on. And again, thank you so much. Thank you, Tokyo. Thank you for all you have done for the XRP Ledger.
Thank you very much.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, after hearing that from Garlinghouse in Tokyo, We have to remember that Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple president Monica Long visited the SBI Group office. And do you want to know what I really love about Ripple? Do you guys really want to remember why I'm so deep invested in XRP? It's because recently we've been seeing in the news that the yen is falling. There is a massive currency problem in Japan right now. The yen is so weak at this moment in time. I think it's the weakest it's ever been. And because of this, don't you think it's so exciting that Ripple's Brad Garlinghouse just so happens to be in Japan while Japan is going through a currency crisis and they got XRP? Isn't that something that just makes you feel good? I don't know about you guys, but this is something that's absolutely great to see. Everywhere a financial problem is popping up, Ripple and XRP, Brad Garlinghouse, the plumber of the new financial system. Let's call him Super Mario of the crypto space. He's always there. And that's why I love XRP. Now guys, not only that, Crypto Eddie posted recently that she has no doubt SBI Group is positioned to be one of the biggest partners for multiple types of stablecoins in Japan, first starting with Circle's USDC, then most likely Ripple's Real USD, and then I believe a real yen will come into play from Ripple's XRP as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited. And please listen to Brad Garlinghouse on Bloomberg discuss this scenario.
We already have used stablecoins in our payment flows for certain corridors, depending upon whether you're going to the Australian dollar or the Philippine peso. Certain corridors, it's more efficient to use a stablecoin at times. So we always use what's best for the customer, and we decided to go live and build our own stablecoin, and excited to get live with that this year.
So if you're imagining a stablecoin in Japan, what's the time frame?
Well, I think right now, Ripple in particular is focused on let's get live with the US dollar stablecoin. Okay. But I think there will be, people will want to hold yen stablecoins, and I think that's only a matter of time. And I think the regulators here in Japan, again, about a year ago, passed some legislation around that, and there's some companies going through the licensing process right now to get live.
A lot of the companies that are involved in this space in Japan are larger corporations. Is that sort of a concern, not having the smaller, innovative guys take the lead?
Well, I think what you're seeing is some of the bigger guys partnering with the smaller, innovative companies. Ripple, way back in 2016, partnered with SBI, one of the largest and most successful banking conglomerates here, and really across a lot of financial services here in Japan. And that's been a really successful partnership for us and for them. So we feel like it makes sense to when you enter some of these markets to partner with some of the bigger guys. And that's true in Korea, that's true in Japan. Depending on what market you go into, we try to figure out what's the best way to enter.
We're partnering with lawmakers, regulators, central banks to construct the framework that makes these fungible digital currency units work. The same thing is coming in Japan, where they actually have like a foreign currency stablecoin framework and a whole reserve model. So USDC can be reserved for Japanese holders. So basically, you're seeing all these governments stand up these frameworks, and it's a really exciting thing because we're building the internet financial system.
As for the partnership with Circle, a U.S. company, for stablecoins, we also reached a basic agreement on November 21st of last year. Our group also has a bank, which is the SBI Bank. In addition, electronic payment methods, trading operations, assets under application, high-price traders, and all of these things must be in place to do this business. We will be the only company with a significant license to handle stablecoins.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just here as a conscious observer of everything going on in the world right now. I'm dialed in on Russia, Ukraine. I'm dialed in on Israel, Palestine, the Middle East, what's going on with Iran, Russia, Ukraine, China. All these problems are important. The stock market is something you need to keep your eyes on as well. But when you see political chess pieces being moved in a certain direction, you need to have your eyes on the prize. The yen failing, the yen collapsing, while Ripple's in Japan right now, as the case is over, means something. Stablecoin regulations passing in Europe means something. Trump coming out being pro-crypto means something. Camelot trying to pretend to be pro-crypto means something. Decipher the lizard talk, my friends. And you make it into higher tax brackets. We've been waiting for years, and we're getting the confirmation every single day from high-level credible institutions. The Digital Pound Foundation has stated Brad Garlinghouse has expressed optimism about the future demand for stablecoins tied to the Japanese yen, predicting that it is only a matter of time before digital currencies gain traction in Japan. Activate Yoshitaka Kitao and SBI. Japan's been at the center of XRP adoption in the background for years, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the perfect timed rollout plan of an XRP price jump with a Japanese yen stablecoin. Now guys, to add on to that, remember the hidden JP Morgan Ripple partnership behind the scenes through different companies that I talked about the other day. We have here JP Morgan revealing what they did with Project Guardian. And here, some serious questions need to be asked. Can Ripple build the way for more builders to follow? Axelar, Ripple, tokenization of real-world assets, incorporating these behemoths right here on chain. How many EVM sidechains will we see with XRP? Only time will tell, but I'm looking for a much higher number by the end of this year.
Against popular conception, Ripple doesn't own the XRP ledger. And so we're one builder of many. And so there's other contributors, there's other projects all kind of working on this shared technology, which makes a really unique experience and more dynamic building experience than a full stack.
What XLR is a messaging protocol that connects many different chains with each other.
Ripple Business has provided them with a great platform of trust to bring these institutions onto the XRP ledger to tokenize these assets. And now we're just building the next layer for them, which is distribution, access to liquidity and users that exist in the Ethereum world and the Solana world. And if we can then together provide the infrastructure that give these enterprises the confidence to come on more quickly, then we think this could be very successful for both parties involved and all of the ecosystem at Web3 at large.
And what we are trying to do is build one big ecosystem instead of those disconnected islands, right? And essentially with arbitrary messaging, what TCP/IP is for the internet, XLR is for the Web3 ecosystem, for crypto, for blockchain. So XLR enables interchanges like TCP/IP would enable internet.
Look at what JP Morgan did with Project Guardian and take a look at what Deutsche Bank is doing now with Project Guardian. And the work that they're doing with XLR will be presented in November. So kind of wait for them to share a little bit more about what they're testing in this proof of concept. But this stuff is, we're on the precipice. Like we are finally getting the pieces of infrastructure in that we're really moving forward. And so I think that we're very excited about it. And we think that Ripple can absolutely end up being one of the major hubs that kind of creates that first step that brings on those larger financial institutions to start tokenizing new types of assets.
We believe that it will be a multi-chain world, and therefore interoperability will become very important in order to allow investors and clients to navigate through this multi-chain environment seamlessly and effortlessly. As an investor, do I want to be onboarded into 3 or 4 private chain, or do I just want to be able to operate through one single window, which is the public chain, in order to access all the different products and services? You can say that interoperability then plays a part here, but ultimately, if I need to take a look at my records, my activities and things, it would be good to have a single window. And we see that a public chain offers a sort of innovation and capacity and capability to do so. So that's from a client perspective. For our work, what we are really looking at is, okay, with these advantages of a public chain can we add a permission layer so that we can increase the governance? And then with on top of the permission layer, can we do it on a layer 2 so that we increase the resilience? So, this is what we are assessing in Project Guardian.
We want those developers and those projects to have a home within the XRPL ecosystem, even if it's not directly on XRPL mainnet. And so by building on the EVM sidechain, it's sort of best of both worlds. They can deploy their contracts that they've already built and benefit from the security, the longevity of the XRPL mainnet, as well as the regulatory clarity of the native asset XRP, which will also be the native asset of the EVM sidechain as well, bridged over through Axelar.
And ladies and gentlemen, generational wealth will follow those people that invest in XRP in this ecosystem. Real USD, the real yen, sidechains, EVM smart contracts, tokenization of real world assets are coming right here to the XRP ledger. That's what's going to make the price boom. The case is already done. It's over. There is nothing holding us back. And once everything is said and done, you'll be glad you stayed strong as a valued member of the XRP army. Now guys, to cap off this video for today, I have to give you a brief update. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that my videos recently have been a little sporadic. I've also taken some time off from my mentorship community and also my OnlyFans, as I announced a couple weeks ago that the birth of my first child just happened. And as I've been on poppable duties, getting a schedule of a little one is absolutely insane. That being said though, I've found a schedule that works incredibly for me. And I'll be back on my more frequent daily posts because, ladies and gentlemen, over the past couple months there wasn't really too much to talk about. But now the news is really ramping up. Case over. All these developments for Ripple and XRP, along with the political and geopolitical landscape, lets me know that we're in the perfect environment for XRP to thrive. I can't stress that enough. And with that being said, I'm fully back 100% for the XRP army. We gotta finish this marathon strong, cause it's almost profit taking time. It's almost harvest time. Chinese bamboo, baby, into infinity and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please get your offline hardware wallets in your Decent wallets to protect from any cyber attacks, exchange hacks, or failures, and to secure your self-custody for the next digital revolution. You could get a discount code in the description below. And as always, guys, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.